We promised to come to the discussion on the South Africans, at least one of them. But the reason we want to actually bring it in is maybe a dip in form, which is shown from the entire team. These two teams, in sharp contrast, have come into this game on the back of very, very different paths. Last 6 games for Hyderabad, have a look at that. 1-1-1-1-1, with just that one loss in between. For Delhi, it's been 5 losses out of 6. For Hyderabad, 5 wins out of 6. And that is something when you're coming into a knockout game. I know you'd want to tell yourself we'll forget the history, but Shaun, can you forget the history? Such recent history?
Yeah, it's difficult to forget it. Change of fortune, absolutely. Who would have thought Delhi would have been able to lose 5 games in a row after what we saw from them at the start of the tournament? And who would have thought SRH would have gone and won 5 out of 6 to get into the playoffs and be looking to head into the finals? So, yeah, it has been a massive turnaround. I think there have been some contributing factors. I think Delhi's batting's gone quiet. None of the guys besides Shikhar really made massive contributions. And then from a bowling side, the facts and figures of Rabada haven't been all that good. I mean, there was one stage in the tournament where he was picking up wickets for fun. I mean, look at those first 9 games, 35 overs, 19 wickets, economy rate of just over 7.5. Now going at 9s, only 6 wickets. And his strike rate's gone up to 23. So they'll be hoping he turns it around. He is a big player, and big players often have the potential. But I just think maybe he's got to try and come up with a few different plans. Maybe he's become a little bit too predictable, and maybe he's got to try and search for a couple of new deliveries just to keep the batsmen guessing. We've seen Bumrah and Bolt and those guys in particular really using their skills to the advantage at the back end of this tournament. So I think Rabada might need to maybe look for something else. But the good news for the two South Africans is that this isn't called the semi-final, it's called the qualifier. So they'll be fine.
I didn't want to mention anything along those lines, Joy, but he likes to take it on the chin himself.
Yeah. His attitude is, let me say it before they start going at me. So after that, we can't say very much after that.
And it's a good thing, because when I looked down the list of all the talking points we were given by our industrious producer, point number 4 was Rabada sucks. And I'm like, really? No. What I meant is, and he's in my ear going, I never said that. Of course he didn't say that. He basically said, drop in Rabada's form. Is it coinciding with drop in Delhi's form? I said, well, I'm not going to tell Shaun Pollock that. Let him bring it up himself. And he did. But yeah, it's fair to say, Shaun, when you're a class player and you've been delivering the goods at the start of the tournament, it will happen that if you go through a few bad games, your side might do the same.
Yeah, and you become dependable. I mean, the guys started to depend on your kind of performance. It's like, for example, if Rashid Khan all of a sudden had 3 or 4 bad games, it would throw SRH out the pool. They wouldn't know what to do and how to deal with those middle overs. It's like Lasith Malinga, what he used to do at the back end of an innings is just brilliant. What Bumrah does for Mumbai. So you do become a little bit reliant on these individuals. And I'm sure, as I say, he is a class player, and it hurts them, when they don't perform like they know they can. So he'll be looking to turn around today for sure.